Hi, my name is Rafael Martinez, and today I'm going talking about my excellent experience. When I was in high school, I had the opportunity to travel to Germany in order to learn German, learn to about another culture. When my parents were talking about this, we're thinking going to Italy or Germany, but since my cousins live in Germany, when my brother and I arrived at the airport with my parents, I was praying because I had never traveled alone, thankfully. I went to my brother and this made me feel secure. When we arrived at the Amsterdam and went to train station, we lost our train. Of challenge, we had our first big challenge and we had to solve it ourselves. Thankfully, we met a very nice lady who helps get into the next train. When we arrived to the Cologne, we arrived at a beautiful city that we didn't have an idea about it or have to into our hotel. The technology didn't help us in this time because when we arrived at the location, provided by Google, the building was in construction. So we went to the next door's building, and thankfully that was our hotel. We ended in getting to the first building, but once we arrived to our room, it was beautiful. The next day, our classmates we arrived and we were going to catch them the airport, and since we didn't know how, the subways where we went playing. We didn't get into the first building, but once we arrived to our room, it was beautiful. The next day, our classmates arrived and we were going to catch them on the airport. At since we didn't know how the subways work, we went without paying. After that, we meet our classmates and went to the school. So at this point, everything was so cool. When we went to a place called British Colbach, which was my homestay for a few weeks, and it was just outside Cologne. And since we made an hour and a half, we had to move to another homestay, which was 30 minutes from the school. The most striking experience that I had was when I to a night club with my other classmates, and we were so drunk that we and girlfriend got really lost in the city. We had to talk for hours. That was really exhausting. Our friends had to look for us all over the city, and some who they found us inside at McDonald's getting relaxed with a McPollo and Cajita Feliz. We were there from the classmates to start, and this made me aware of my bad decisions. A few months later, it was time to return home. Now we know to move around with the trains. This time was easier but also really sad. Since we up a lot in this exchange, we made a lot of good friends, and that experience allowed us to become better people that we arrived. Our parents met us at the airport with lots of hugs and waiting to know all about the experience. We have been telling these stories for the last year, and we will be glad to repeat all of my experience. See you. Thank you.